Hello IP students. Today our topic is Python Pandas data frame, and this is Python Pandas data frame part 7. In our previous lecture we discussed about pivoting, and pivoting is done using two functions, pivot function and pivot table functions. So in our previous lecture we discussed only pivot function. In this lecture we discuss about pivot function as well as pivot table function, and I also see that what is the difference between pivot table and pivot function and pivot table function, and how pivot table function is different from pivot function. It is a very important question, and may be asked in your board examination that what is the difference between pivot function and pivot table functions. So first of all, let us revise what is pivoting. Pivoting means summarizing the data in a way to make understanding of descriptive data easier. We use here data frame, and the data frame is implemented here using Python pandas. So when we create a data frame is a collection of rows and columns, and with different data is managed, and pivoting summarize the data in a way that understanding of descriptive data easier. So we can understand the descriptive data very easy way when we pivoting when we apply pivoting in a data frame. So pivoting technique rearranges the data from rows and columns by possibly aggregating data from multiple sources in a report form with rows transferred to columns so that data can be viewed in a different perspectives. So using pivoting we can convert row into column and columns into rows, and pivoting can be applied using two functions, pivot function and pivot table functions. Basically, the difference between pivot and pivot table function is that in pivot function there is no duplication of data among row and columns, and pivot table functions allow duplication of data along row or column or both. So with pivot, if there are multiple entries for a column values for the same value for index row, it leads to error. Hence, before you use pivot function, you should ensure that the data does not have rows with duplicate values for the specified column. So it is a very important point that data does not have duplicate value for the specified columns. When you use pivot columns, you must ensure that rows with duplicate values are not allowed at any cost. In pivot table function, um, apply pivoting also, but um, like pivot function also produces a pivot table, and different from the pivot function in two ways. First one is it does not raise an error for multiple entries of row column combination. So that is a major difference between pivot function and pivot table function, that pivot table function does not raise an error for multiple entries of row column combination. And second difference between pivot table and pivot function is that pivot function aggregates the multiple entries for a row column combination, so it also aggregate multiple entries, and aggregation means sum, mean, min, max, etc. So pivot table functions apply aggregation in row as well as in column. So there is a small program I already discussed in our previous lecture, but here, because I want to differentiate here between pivot table and pivot function, that's why I revised this program. So in this program, basically there is a data frame, creation of a data frame, and df is the name of data frame. First line is import pandas as pd, and second it is basically first line is a comment because it's marked with a hash sign, and first line is import pandas as pd. As we know that pandas is the name of library which is useful to create or manipulate a data frame, and pd is the alternative name given to pandas library. Whenever we want to use pandas as a library, just we write pd in place of pandas, and then after we can put a dot operator, and then name of function belongs to that library. And that is the way to use a library, and here the library is pandas, and we take its alternative name as pd. Next, there is a creation of a data frame, and the creation of a data frame, um, is data frame is created here using a dictionary. So df is the name of dictionary here, and df actually is the name of data frame here, and pd.dataframe, data frame is the name of function, and dictionary is passed as an argument in data frame function, where name, qualification, age uh, will play a role of column, and values belongs to that columns are given within a list here. For example, for name, values are Arab, Tamanna and Suraj, and for qualification column, the values are masters, graduate and graduate. For column age, values are 27, 23 and 21. Then after there is a print statement, data frame is /n. /n is used for go to next line, and then after there is a print statement. So data frame will be printed after the execution of that statement. Now if value can be object or a list, then this is the first method to print a data frame using Pyout function. So a1 is equal to df.pyout, name, qualification and age. So name will play a role of index, qualification will become column, and age is basically value in new data frame. So, and the name of new data frame is a1. So whenever we want to print a1, the value according to that will be printed, in which by default first value is index, and second is column, and third will be the value when we use a Pyout function. And then after, if we want to mention it explicitly, then we use it as index is equal to name, then column is equal to qualification, and then value is equal to age, as mentioned in this line. So basically both of them are same, in which first one is related to that is first, and that is both are same, in which first is second is explicitly mentioned, and then first is by default. So name, qualification and age are represented in two different ways here. And then there is another data frame, and in this data frame actually the value are repeated, or we can say that there is a duplication of values among rows. So whenever we want to Pyout this table, then Pyout this data frame, then there is a error. So the data frame basically mentioned by df1, and this is a new program here. So df1, in our previous program we create data frame using name df, okay, and in this we create df1. So that is a part of the previous one, and df1 is a new program here, and in which columns names are, this is created using a dictionary again, but names here are Arab and Mina. So when we look these values, then you can easily see that Arab repeated 2 times, and the qualifications are again master, graduate. Masters are again repeated, and age are 27, 23 and 21. So basically name, qualification, age are columns name, and then there is a print statement, second data frame, which cannot be pivoted. So here's a there is a mention that this data frame cannot be pivoted. Why? Because there is a duplication of values. And when we want to create a data frame using this statement df1 Pyout name, qualification and age, name, qualification and age, then there is a error here. So this is our original data frame, and this is after when we use a Pyout function, and this is the third one. This is third one data frame, in which data frame is again pivoted using mentioning index, columns and values, and this data frame cannot be pivoted because of duplication of values or multiple of values. So this is already discussed in our previous lecture, but here, because I want to differentiate here between pivot and pivot table function, that's why it is revised here. Now the important question is how pivot table is different, pivot table function is different in terms in comparison to pivot functions. So let us take some points regarding to pivot table functions. For data having multiple values of same row and column combination, pivot table function is used. So that is the important difference between pivot function and pivot table function. For data having multiple values for same row and column combination, same row and column combination, pivot table function is used. And second point is the pivot table is also pivoting function which like pivot and also produce pivoted table, but it is different from the pivot function in following two ways. So there is a similarity between pivot table and pivot function. Basically both are used to pivot a data frame, but as far as difference is concerned, there are basically two difference between pivot function and pivot table functions. It does not raise errors for multiple entries row column combination. So we see in our last example that whenever we want to use multiple entries for row or column combinations, there is an error, but for column for pivot table it does not raise errors for multiple entries of row or column combinations. And the second important difference between pivot and pivot table function is that it aggregates the multiple entries. So that is the another major difference between pivot function and pivot table function. It actually aggregates the multiple entries present for a row column combination. You need to specify. So aggregation is possible. It means that we can calculate mean, median, mode, mean sum, min, max. These types of aggregations we can apply using pivot table function, but using pivot functions these are not applied. So as far as difference is concerned, there are basically two difference. First difference is that multiple entries for rows and column combination can be allowed in pivot table function, which is not allowed in pivot function. And second difference is that we can also apply aggregate functions like min, max, sum, mean, etc. And which is not, and these functions, aggregate function is not allowed, are not allowed in pivot function. Second, its syntax. So if you want to use a pivot table functions, there are two syntax by which we can apply the pivot table function. First one is pandas. So name of the library first, then pandas, then name of function, and before this put a dot sign here. So pandas dot pivot table function, and after that name of data frame here, name of data frame. Most of the cases we take we took the data frame name df, and then values, and then after index, and then after column, and then after AFFUNC. It is actually aggregate function here. So by default it is mean, that's why mean is given here. And second syntax is that we use data frame first, name of data frame first. Suppose if the name of data frame is df, then we take write as a df dot pivot table. So name of the data frame first, then after function name, so df dot pivot table, and then in bracket values is equal to none, and index is equal to none, column is equal to none, and AFFUNC is equal to mean. It is a basically aggregate function, and by default it is mean here. So these are the arguments here, and values are mentioning none because there are no default value against values, index and columns. So that's why none appears here, and by default aggregate function is mean. So index argument contain the column name for rows as we use in pivot function. Columns argument contain the column name for columns, and values argument contains the column name for data of the pivoted table, and argument function, aggregate function AGGFUN, AFFUNC represent aggregate function, and by default it is mean. Now there is a small example here. So import NumPy as NP and import pandas as PD. So import NumPy and pandas the name of library, and NP and PD are alternative name for NumPy and pandas respectively. So whenever we want to use NumPy or pandas as a library, just write NP in place of there, because NP is an alternative name given to NumPy and PD is alternative name given to pandas. So we can write NP in place of NumPy and PD in place of pandas. Now import and as are both are the keywords. Then after, there is a declaration of a data frame named df. So df here assign a value pd.dataframe, and then after we can easily say that pqrst p q r s and t. PQRST, these are the columns name for data frame, and the value regarding to these columns are, for P1 these are F1, 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 B1, B1, B1 and B1. For Q these are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. For R these are small, large, large, small, small, large, small, small, large. And for S these are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for T these are 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 9, 9. So we can easily see that there is a repetition of data among all columns, P, whether it is P, or Q or R or S or T. So there are 5 columns in this data frame named P, Q, R, S, T, and there are different values regarding to these data frame. And when we want to print that df, it means data frame, then the output look like here pqrst. These are, as I told you, that these are the columns name here, so that's why it appears as a column name here, pqrsts. And these are the index value. Index values are by default starts from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the index value here. And the now for values regarding to column P, these are F1, 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 B1, B1, B1 and B1. For Q these are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. For R these are values are small, large, large, small, small, large, small, small, large. For S values are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for T values are 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 9, 9. So these are the value regarding to that, regarding to each column of data frame PQRST. So again, look at the original data frame, original declaration of data frame here. Now it is quite clear to all of you that this there is a declaration of a data frame using function data frame, where PQRST are the name of columns and values are given. Values are given here with respect to each and every column, and data frame is created using a dictionary here. And almost in our all example we create a data frame using a dictionary. So that is, I think, very simple to all of you, that when we want to declare a data frame, just write a dictionary. That is the easiest way to declare a data frame, because in dictionary basically index values play a role of columns, and values regarding to the index becomes the value in data frame. Now here the role of pivot table begins here. We took a table named table, and then assign a value pd dot pivot table and pass df as the argument. We know that df is the name of data frame here, and we have to pass 4 arguments at least. First one is values, second one is index, third is columns, and fourth one is aggregate function, which we want to use. By default it is mean. If we don't mention it, then mean will be taken. So values are values denoted by column name S, index is denoted by column name P and Q, columns name denoted by R, and aggregate function is np.sum. And why we use np.sum here? Np.sum is used here because sum is a function belongs to a library numpy, and np is the alternative name given to Python library numpy. That's why we use aggregate function here, np.sum aggregate function. So name of the argument is aggregate function here. This is the name of the argument, AGGFUNC, aggregate function, and called aggregate function. Now look at the original database. This is the database here, PQRST. Now are the name of columns, here, and here df is a data frame, values are s, so index are p and q, and let us take the value of p and q. The value for p are f1 and b1, and for q values are 1 and 2. There are only 2 values here. Now here index are p and q, so for p values are b1 and r1, for q value are 1 2 1 2. So these are the index values, and then column name is r. So in our original data frame, column name is r, and r column has column name r. There are only 2 values, small and large. So there are 2 values, large and small, and these values play a role of column here. So now I think it is very clear to all of you that df is a data frame. Value will be discussed later on. So p and q are the column name, and columns are column r contain 2 values, large and small. That's why they are appear here. Now the values which is s belongs to column name s. So this is the original data frame. These are the values regarding to column name s, and these are the values regarding to column name t here. For s these are values, for column t these are the values. Now there is a function of aggregate np.sum, so it is applied to values s here. Now for large we can see that value is 4.0, and why it is 4.0? Let us see the example again. This is the original data frame here, and B11 B11 4.0 B11 B11, there is this value B11, this value B11, and there is no other value except these two values. One corresponds to large and one belongs to small here. For S this is 4, and for S this is 4 and 5 for large and small. So that's why for large and small there are 4 and 5. And this is similar to for 7.0 and 6.0, and in this way we can see that there are value regarding to 4 and 1.0. And interestingly, there is a NaN. NaN is not a number. So why it is represented by not a number? Because there is not even a single number belongs to this category. That's why it's represented by NaN, and category is F12. So let us see the output again. Original data frame F12. F12, there is a value for small, okay, but F12 there is not even a single value for large. There is no value at all. That's why for large NaN appears here. So this is the output. As I told you that pivot table function or pivoting is basically related to representation of data in a descriptive way, in which rows and columns are interchanged to each other, and we represent data in effective manner such that we can understand or interpret the data in a very meaningful manner. And pivot function, and the difference between pivot and pivot table function is concerned, then the pivot table function is different in terms of pivot function in two ways. First one is that pivot table function, there is a duplication of data allowed among row and columns or the combination of rows and columns. And second thing is that aggregate function is used in pivot table function. So there are the two difference between pivot table function and pivot functions. Now again, there is another function that is fill value. So if there is any n value appears, then and you can replace it with another value, then it is also possible. And you for this use a parameter name fill underscore value. So here example is same as that of previous one, but there is only one difference, that one extra argument is declared here, and that is fill value, and fill value assign a value of 0. So where in our previous example NaN appears, here NaN is replaced by 0. So that is the difference between these two examples. So when if we want to fill a value and want to replace certain value, then we can use fill underscore value as an argument. And one thing is also very important in our example or syntax. There is a declaration of AFFUNC. Actually it is aggregate function, so there is no, this is actually AGGFUNC, aggregate function. So there is a little bit mistake here. AGGFUNC is the name of parameter used in pivot table function. And now we already fill the value with 0. Next example, aggregate by taking mean across multiple columns. Here the difference is that we take mean, and we know that mean is by default, but mean is taken in multiple columns. So the difference between previous one and this example is that we use aggregate function for two columns, S and T. S and T value appears. So basically aggregate value appears here regarding to S and T. Rest things are same as that of previous one. Next is we can calculate multiple type of aggregation for any given value column. So if you want to put more than one aggregate type of function, then it is also possible. For D we take mean here, and for E we take max, mean and min here. So we can also use here. So these are the value regarding to that. Regarding to that column. So this is the final example regarding to pilot table function. Now I think it is very clear to all of you. And as far as examination is concerned, for board examination, this is a very important question, and I think will be definitely asked that what is the difference between pivot and pivot table function. And whenever it is asked, then just write difference among between both of them, and give example to illustrate the concept of pivot table and pivot table function and pivot function, so which are discussed already here. Now I again told you that between pivot table function and pivot function there are two basic difference, that in pivot function and pivot table function and pivot table function both are used for pivoting, that is the similarity. And pivot table functions, there is a multiple row and column combinations allowed, and second one is that aggregate function are also allowed in pivot table function, which are not allowed in pivot functions. So these are the two difference between them. So that is the end of this lecture. Thank you very much.